With the Play Store support on Chromebook, you can play Android games easily. And in this video, I will show you the 10 best indie games to play on Chromebook. So without wasting any more time, let's start this video. Number 1, we have Chrono Trigger. One of the most well-known role-playing games is now available on Play Store. Chrono Trigger is a turn-based RPG renowned for its strategic fighting and fascinating tale. The Android version is based on the Nintendo DS port, which is an upgraded and enlarged version of the SNES version. This version preserves the fun sprite images, but a few changes have been made for mobile devices. Next up, we have Stardew Valley. Indie jewel Stardew Valley captivated gamers with its tight gameplay and adorable graphics. However, this isn't just a farming simulator. It also contains fighting, socializing with other characters, and crafting. With more than 50 hours of gaming material and new mobile-specific features, such as autosave and different control choices. Number 3, we have Geopoly. Geopoly is a brand new kind of strategy game. Your city's real estate market may be revolutionized with the use of augmented reality and GPS. You may spend your money on renovating the buildings, allowing the value to rise, and then sell that property in public auctions to people from all around the world. Next up, we have Botanicula. 5 small tree creatures go out on a mission to preserve the final seed from their habitat from the nasty parasites that threaten to wipe out their line forever. Colorful people, each with their own special skills, populate the story. The game's interface is a simple point-and-click affair, and the goal is to gather stuff and solve puzzles as you go. Next up, we have the Silent Age. It's a gloomy future and a bygone era when Joe is the last human being left. The House of Fire has introduced a stunning new video game to the town, and it's a visual treat. It's Joe's narrative from here on out after the tragedy has occurred. All you'll have to rely on for this adventure quest are your own weapons. Next up, we have Huntdown. Your job is to eliminate criminals and corrupt officials from an overcrowded city as one of 3 vicious bounty hunters. Take on the criminal underbelly of the city with a diverse range of weaponry and recover the city from chaos. Inspired by the legendary action movies and arcade games of the 80s, taking on 4 lethal gangs and a host of criminal lords in fast-paced strategic 2D combat, Huntdown is an exhilarating action comedy platformer. Next up, we have Doors Paradox. More than 8 hours of enjoyment await you in Doors Paradox, which is a peaceful diorama-based diorama puzzle escape game set in a magical environment. Time-traveling guide Zula guides you via an unknown gateway to a pleasant woodland, a rich desert oasis, and finally the future. Whatever you do, don't get lost. The site is enormous and full of old mysteries. Your mission is easy. Solve the riddles, unlock the door, and move on to your next interesting destination. Number 8, we have Tales of the Mirror. An old mirror is required to unveil the lies and secrets concealed beneath the words in your mission to uncover the truth within a certain period of time. The human condition and life and death choices lay behind the odd stories, twists, and turns. Time goes back to the Ming era, where we may revisit this fabled event that occurred amid the Yangtze Delta's obscurity. Next up, we have Terraria. Dig, fight, explore, and build your way across the world of Terraria. Battle for survival, prosperity, and glory in a virtual world that seems as if it's right at your fingers. Prepare yourself for battle. As many as 400 foes are out to destroy the Earth via looting. The locations are also awe-inspiring. More than 20 biomes and mini-biomes may be found in the game world. Number 10, we have Mr. Pumpkin 2 Walls of Kowloon. The sequel, Mr. Pumpkin 2, Kowloon Walled City, is part of the Mr. Pumpkin series of games. The Kowloon Walled City of Hong Kong will be explored by our protagonist, an insignificant person with a pumpkin head, who will witness the tales unfolding behind these walls. An homage to Hong Kong's golden era of cinema, the story takes place in historical locations across the city of Hong Kong itself. So that's the list of 10 best Chromebook indie games that you can play in 2022. Your support is much appreciated if you liked the video and would want to see more from Games Puff.